Ciao! What's going on, everyone? This is QuickBooks for non-QuickBooks people, small business owners who want to get stuff done. You've got QuickBooks frustrations, and I've got your solutions. Today we're going to explore more desktop options to control the layout of your view when you open QuickBooks. Remember, all of my videos are designed so you can follow along with my voice, and I try my best to be descriptive so you can use your version of QuickBooks and we can go through this together. The first thing I've done is I've opened my QuickBooks file, and you'll notice that right off the bat I don't start with any windows open. My QuickBooks file is blank. I like doing it that way. However, there are a couple other ways that we can start QuickBooks. And to control this, we're going to go to the Edit menu, which is on the top menu bar. So we're going to go Edit, and then we're going to go all the way down to Preferences. Preferences is the last option on that drop-down menu. Click Preferences to open up our Preferences window. We can see here we've got all sorts of different things we can change and mess with. And on the left-hand side, we've got lots of different categories. We want to go to the Desktop View category, which is near the top, right below Checking. And the My Preferences tab is the one we're going to want to work with. So if your Company Preferences tab at the top is selected, go ahead and click the My Preferences tab to get where we need to be. Now, right in the middle here, we've got the Desktop section. And this is where we can play around with how we want QuickBooks to open. So right now, the radio button here is Save When Closing Company. That's what I have selected, which means that any window that I leave open when I close QuickBooks is going to be the window that I start with when I open QuickBooks for the next time. And let me show you what I mean. So click OK out of Preferences to get out of Preferences. And then we're going to go to the Chart of Accounts, just a simple Chart of Accounts. I'm going to use Control A on the keyboard. So Control A will bring up our Chart of Accounts. I'm not going to do anything with that. I'm going to go File and then Exit, so I close QuickBooks. Now QuickBooks is closed. There's nothing else running. I'm going to go back and I'm going to open QuickBooks 2013 again. And if you're following along with me, your QuickBooks will also show the Chart of Accounts. Look at that. Now, my Chart of Accounts pops up because that was the last window I was working with. So let's close that, and to close windows within QuickBooks, you press the Escape key. So let's go Escape. And let's say I want to write some checks, so I go Control and then W, and that will open up a new window for writing checks. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to leave this window open, so leave your window open. Go File, Exit. QuickBooks is closed. Start QuickBooks back up again. And when QuickBooks opens, you'll notice that, look, my Write Checks window is now open. So this is all dictated by that preference in Edit Preferences. Let's go back there now. So Edit Preferences. And Desktop View in the left-hand category, My Preferences tab, Desktop section. The radio button is selected, Save When Closing Company. So that means whatever window I have open is what's going to pop up the next time I open QuickBooks. Let's say I don't really want anything. I want my desktop to be blank every time. Then you can select this here radio button to the right, which is Don't Save the Desktop. So you can leave QuickBooks open with as many windows as you want, and as long as Don't Save the Desktop is selected, QuickBooks will start the same way, just blank every time. The other option here is Save Current Desktop, and this is for those of you who want to have your desktop experience the same every time you open QuickBooks. So if there were a report that you need every time you want to have a quick report access to it, that's a good way to do it. I'm going to click Cancel out of Preferences and change some of my windows here. So I'm going to go Cancel. I'm going to Escape to get out of Write Checks, but there's a report I really like to run, and that's my Profit and Loss. So I'm going to go to Reports on the top menu bar, Company and Financial, about a third of the way down. That will open up another menu to the right, and I'm going to go Profit and Loss Standard, just to pull up this standard Profit and Loss report. So you can see that this is the month to date. of my little business here, profit and loss. I'm going to leave this window open. I'm also going to open up my vendor center. So I'm going to go to the vendors menu on the top, and the first option down is my vendor center. You can see now this vendor information has popped up. Now I want these two windows to be open every time I start QuickBooks. So I've got my vendor center, and then I've got my profit and loss. So I'm going to go back to Edit Preferences, Desktop View on the left-hand side, My Preferences tab, Desktop section. I'm going to click Save Current Desktop, that little radio button, Save Current Desktop. And then I'm going to hit OK to get out Preferences. I'm going to File Exit. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to hit Escape to get out of these two. So Escape, Escape. Now I'm at a blank desktop. So nothing is here. And this is I've done this just to show you that even though I've gotten out of the two windows, they're still gonna pop up the next time I open QuickBooks. So File Exit. QuickBooks will close, come back, start. QuickBooks Pro 2013. I am using Windows 8, by the way. This is a nifty little program on the bottom left called Start 8, which allows you to have a start menu and suppress that ugly Metro start menu. So anyway, back to QuickBooks. Okay, now look, we've got the vendor center has popped up. If we minimize that, oh, look at that. My profit and loss has popped up right away too. So you can do this with any number of windows, any number of things that you want to automatically start when QuickBooks opens. That's done in the Edit, Preferences, Desktop View, My Preferences, Desktop section. So now look at here. We open this up again, and we see that we've got a new option here, which is Keep Previously Saved Desktop. So if I wanted to change which windows were popping up, then I would want to go back to Save Current Desktop and click OK. And then whatever changes I had made with whatever windows were open would be saved. So a great way to customize how QuickBooks works for you. If there's something that you always want to see, you can customize that so it will always pop up. For me, I like to start with the chart of accounts. So I always go Control A is like the first thing I do. And I'm going to go open up my chart of accounts. Then I'm going to go to My Preferences, Desktop View, My Preferences, Save Current Desktop to resave this new preference of mine. Click OK. Hit Escape. File Exit. Start 8. QuickBooks Pro 2013. Opens back up. And there we go. My chart of accounts window is what I'm going to start with every time. Okay, that's it, guys. If this video is helpful for you, give the thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, leave a comment below and tell me how I'm doing, or send me a question and I'll do my best to make a video about your frustration. Thanks for watching. See you later.